Thank you so much for entering your email address. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the top 3 nootropics. Well, actually 2.5 really, but you understand why I say that in a moment. And I'm also going to tell you the hidden danger of trying to get the maximum out of your brain power. Something which I've discovered myself, out of nowhere by the way. But anyway, without further ado, Mind Lab Pro. It's a very good nootropic. It has lots of herbs in here, especially if you're into your herbs. Rhodiola rosea, which is very good for your brain. I took this myself. The only thing is, as good as this is, I did find that my adrenaline levels died down slightly. And sometimes the way I work, this is just me, but the way I work, I needed that adrenaline rush in order for me to really, hit those tasks. Okay. But Mind Lab Pro is one of the best out there, and as you can hear, it's still pretty. It's not an empty carton of not. This is a very much of a bona fide. If I take this out for you, it's a very much of a bona fide container of pills. It's by a company called Lost Empire Herbs. It's a Mucuna Purium. This sort of takes on your dopamine because mucuna is a rich source of L-DOPA, the precursor to dopamine. And dopamine is kind of the main, is it a hormone, is it a chemical? I'm not sure what it is, but I know it helps your attention span with regards to your senses, with regards to accessing memory. It allows you to really promote the pleasure response. So it allows with motivation. Okay, Mucuna Puriens. I think I've pronounced that correctly. I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. It's in powder form. If I take this out for you, so you can see exactly what's inside. There you are. It looks like it's brown powder. That's you take a very tiny bit, and I mean a very tiny bit. Is that powerful? Is that potent? Okay. So that's Mucuna Puriens. I found the best of them all is something you can see in a local supermarket, and that is Barocca. I know! Barocca! Really? I hear you say. Not really a nootropic. It's not. That's why I say it's 2.5. But Barocca, for me, it may as well act like a nootropic. It's not a nootropic. I know it's not, but it may as well act like a nootropic. It's just really, you say any supermarket, you'll get this. It's a tablet, but it acts like a powder. I know it sounds a bit mad, but what you do, you put it in. If I take this out, again, so you can see exactly what's inside. If you have been living under a rock, but I'm sure you haven't. There you are, little tube, and it's empty actually. Yeah, it's. Have I got nothing in here at all? I can't get it out. No, nothing. I've got nothing in there at all. Don't know if you can see that. Nothing. I've used them. There you see, I always use these. I'm not a guy that does a review without actually using the product. I actually use the product. I want it because I want to make sure it works. For me, Barocca has been an absolute lifesaver. Again, not necessarily a nootropic per se, but it may as well be a nootropic. It helps with active energy. If you read down here, it will tell you active energy contains vitamins and minerals. Yes, loads, and I mean loads. Mental performance. I don't know if you can read that. Mental performance is right there. So yeah, it is by far the best of the best. Is a Barocca. Only thing is, a product is perfect, of course. With Barocca, I found that yes, your urine colour will be a bit weird. Mine tends to be sort of, a very weird purpley colour. Number 2, it can make you very hyper, just like that. It's a tablet which fizzes and dissolves in water. So it kind of acts like a powder, but in water, if that makes sense. I've never tried it with an energy drink. I do not recommend you do. And this is coming from a guy who loves taking Lucozade. So yeah, I wouldn't risk that. But it can make you a bit hyper. You've got to be very, very careful with it. I would take it, my personal recommendation, once every 2 or 3 days. because it has a weird like after effect as well. So you may find that you'll take it and you don't need to take one the next day. By the way, I recommend you, with these ones as well, you sort of cycle them. That means just use it once every other day. Don't take it every single day. Make sure, because your body will adapt. It will do, it will adapt. So yeah, those are the 3 which I have found have worked really, really well. Now, I said in my last video, my first one, which I do recommend you watch, that there is an issue with your dopamine levels. What I've found is that most nootropics are really, really good, in my experience. Having said that, it doesn't mean to say it's going to work very well, because it's also ultimately based on your dopamine receptors. And if you, like me, have spent a lot of time online, your dopamine levels are going to be a little bit razzy. What does that mean? It means you need to essentially turn off the internet. Go outside. There's a whole world there. Use it. Make sure you try and get pleasure out of the small things, and you'll find that these, supplements will work almost 10 times more better. And all you're doing is spending 5 hours in nature. That's all you're doing. So watch out for your dopamine receptors. I call it a dopamine entertainment fast, because dopamine is also used in movement. So when we say a dopamine fast, what we really mean to say is have a dopamine entertainment fast. Try and calm the pleasure response. And you'll find that your senses will be heightened. Like the first time I did this, I did it for like 5 hours and I was struggling. 5 hours, I was struggling. And what I found was that after 5 hours, my senses were heightened. I was able to think more clearly. Even a small thing gave me great pleasure. I thought, wow, a small thing gave me pleasure after 5 hours. But the first hour is always the worst. The first hour is always the worst. So I always say, do this first thing in the morning, 5 hours or 2 hours. Don't do anything. Don't log on to your laptop, and then you'll find that over time, your fasting skills, like any fast, will bear fruit. Okay, little tip there for you. But again, please check out those 3 for you. I'll put the links down below. And what I'll do is I'll put not only the affiliate link, but also the non-affiliate link. I always believe in giving choice. Okay? I don't care if I lose sales. I don't care if I don't get commission from those sales. I don't care. I want to give you guys a choice. So yes, I will get paid a commission, of course, because I'm doing a recommendation here. I will get paid a commission. But I will also provide you the non-affiliate link as well, which I think is fair. So if you don't want to give me any beer money, that's fine. No hard feelings. I'll rather help you guys than get paid, if that makes any sort of weird sense. And that's why I'll put the non-affiliate link down below as well. Okay, so there should be 6 links down there, including the non-affiliate link, if that makes sense. Okay, but hopefully you'll not only get benefit but enjoy this. Again, we need as much help as we can get in this modern day and age. A lot of things are stressful. A lot of things requires you to think about a million things at once. We need as much help as we can get. All right, hopefully this video will explain it. And like I said in my last video, this is coming from a guy he's got mild ADHD, has social anxiety, depression, stress on and off the last 15, 20 odd years, insomnia for the last 20 odd years as well. So yeah, I've kind of been in the trenches. This is the real deal. All right, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Ciao for now.